Lieutenant Governor Jack Cleave and his family.
The Lieutenant Governor's family is riding in a car at the Excalibur. And now you'll see the International Year of the Family banner. That's the theme of this year's parade. And a lot of the floats you'll see are going to be reflecting that theme.
And who are these people who we're seeing now?
This is the Saskatchewan Child Care Association, which was formed in 1988 as a non-profit organization. And their format is to ensure high-quality child care options. And you'll see their float is, as we mentioned, is reflecting the parade's theme of the Year of the Family. That's the Meewasin mascot.
The children on this float are from various daycares, and they range in age from 4 to 8 years.
This float has won honorable mention in this year's parade under the category of associations.
Great Christmas colors.
There's CKOM, Brent Laux, and oh, I don't see Brent Laux, but I do see Penny Murphy.
There's the 65 CKOM Cruiser. And yeah, that's Penny behind the wheel.
Here comes Samantha one down there.
Following right behind that is the Pepsi float. It was designed and it's manned by local employees of Pepsi. And again, the Year of the Family theme. Pepsi Foundation was established 2 years ago as a non-profit charitable organization. And
I think it supports local
and national, I think, drug and alcohol programs.
It must take a lot of work to organize a parade like this, Robin. You've been on the board of directors now, working on this parade for a couple of years. What kind of people are involved in putting this together? How many people?
Well, the actual volunteers number probably 100, if not more. There's a board of directors that starts meeting in the spring to plan each year's parade, and as it comes closer and closer, there's a couple of meetings a week. It takes a lot of organizing and a lot of people, and thank goodness for the volunteers.
Now we're looking at the Alumiseal float. It's also, Alumiseal is a family-owned business, and they're represented. They're also carrying on with the family theme. This is the 4th year Alumiseal has taken part in the Santa Claus Parade.
On the screen you see the Children's Health Foundation mascot. And he's following the car carrying our Deputy Fire Chief, Bill Hogan, and family.
The next group is the Saskatoon Ringette Players, along with their mascot. I don't see Sneaky Deke, but I know their mascot is Sneaky Deke. Where did he go? Maybe he's in the van staying warm.
Good idea.
Actually, it's a beautiful day for a parade. It's sunny and it's not too cold. Along the route, you're going to see some of the Saskatoon Hilltops and their cheerleaders. They're collecting donations for the Saskatoon Food Bank. And the Food Bank is one of the charities that's being recognized at this year's parade. So if you've got some donations to make, pass them along to the Hilltops players and their cheerleaders. And there's the Hilltop truck now.
Yes, there are 3 charities this year that will receive any proceeds from the parade. The North Saskatchewan Children's Festival, the Saskatoon Food Bank, and also the Camp Circle of Friends. And you'll find the Camp Circle of Friends have locations set up along the parade route. They're selling coffee and hot chocolate to keep you warm.
Be good on a day like this.
We're being teased by the Hilltop Lion. You can't see him right now, but he sure is making his presence known.
I think he wants a camera on him. Oh, you're not camera shy, are you? Doing the Charleston. I bet you he's kind of warm. No, you're cold. Oh, no.
Now this big float here is the Ukrainian preschool Sadochuk at Alvin Buckwold School, and they're also carrying through with the Year of the Family theme. About 15 families put their ideas together to build their float, and the Christmas tree is decorated with nuts and garlands of winter berries, and the sheaves of wheat are a traditional decoration in Ukrainian homes at Christmas.
What a beautiful float. And look, it's one of the winners. The Ukrainian Sadochuk preschool float has won in the ethnic category.
All the children are dressed in ethnic costume. Father Christmas or Saint Nick.
Those children look nice and warm.
They do. I think
they look really bundled up.
They must have nice warm winter coats on underneath their costumes.
Here's some of the kids along the parade route. They're having a great time.
Oh, they are.
And I guess that would be
the Saskatoon Safety Patrol coming up. This next group that you can see now, it's the Saskatoon Police Service, and it's represented here by Constable Kin, and there's our Police Chief Owen McGuire walking along with his group. We have Constable Kin and Otto, the talking police car, coming up.
There's Chief McGuire now.
He's chosen to walk the parade route.
He really likes to get close to the people.
He does.
I'm surprised that Otto isn't down on the street greeting kids. He must be going for a ride today. He must be a little tired.
Maybe his batteries are low. All 4 of these vans were donated from various local businesses and organizations. We have the Constable Ken and Otto, the talking police car, of course, and the school patrol van, and the community service van, and the Saskatoon Crime Stoppers van. There again, you can see all the people that have come out to watch this year's parade. The streets are just lined.
This is a very, very popular event. And it doesn't seem to matter what the weather is, people will come out.
That's right.
There's the Crime Stoppers van. As the parade continues, we'll tell you about some of the winners in the different judging categories. It must take a lot of volunteers to put together a parade like this, Robin.
Hundreds. The marshalling area where all the floats line up is just jam-packed with volunteers, anywhere from 8 o'clock in the morning right until the parade starts, and they've just got them all so coordinated.
That's wonderful. We're looking at Mayor Henry Dayday and his family. Actually, the mayor is in this vehicle with his grandchildren.
That's right.
Newly re-elected mayor. Here we've got the Saskatoon Miracles Baton Twirling Club. This club consists of twirlers between the ages of 4 and 15. They compete at local, provincial, Canadian, and world levels. And they're accompanied by their parents and their coach, Myra Kirk.
It's a good way to stay warm.
Yeah. Her hands must be awfully warm to be able to throw that baton up in the air and catch it again.
Yeah.
Mine are frozen stiff.
It makes it a little more difficult when you're sitting here. It would be nice if we could be walking along with them. She's certainly doing a great job.
Wonderful. I can see why they make it up to the world levels. It's actually quite a large gathering of members of the Miracles Baton Club. Obviously a lot of interest in baton twirling in Saskatoon.
We have here Junior Canadian and Saskatchewan Athlete of the Year, Canada Gold Medal winner,
the Junior Solo,
and a World Bronze medalist, Junior Pairs. The young lady that was just on the screen, I believe, was Cindy Goldie, who was a gold medal winner in baton twirling. Catchy music to get you in the spirit.
It's got my feet tapping.
Yep.
You know, I remember being a kid living in Toronto and seeing the Santa Claus Parade in Toronto. We'd go out no matter what the weather. It was so wonderful. And it looks like people here are building a tradition in Saskatoon as well.
It's sort of the start of the Christmas season, isn't it?
Definitely.
Santa Claus Parade is here. That means it's all going to begin.
And it's all for the kids.
I kind of like it too.
Kid at heart, Robin.
I guess so. Now, the theme of this next float coming up, it was built by the Special Olympics volunteers and athletes, and the theme represents the 25th anniversary of Special Olympics. Their provincial winter games will be held in Saskatoon this coming February. And we're sure you can hear what's right behind them. It's MD Ambulance.
How would you say the parade has changed since the first year? I remember actually attending that news conference when Midtown Plaza announced that it was going to hold an annual Santa Claus Parade. How has it changed since that first
Well,
time?
in addition to it getting larger and larger, the float entries have become much more creative. Some of these this is their 5th annual that they've participated in, some of the organizations, and every year they just sort of outdo themselves. Their floats are getting bigger and better, and as I said, very creative.
It's great to see the community spirit in something like this. Because all the organizations and businesses that take part, it's great.
We have the Saskatoon Family Child Care Home Association, and they've chosen a home away from home as the theme for their float. Some of the children they provide care for have made the tree ornaments and the hanging ornaments that you see. And this group was formed from a number of care providers in the city of Saskatoon to promote quality child care.
And we see Oli, the mascot from Intercontinental Packers.
Yes,
And
we've
who's
got
that?
Well, I'm not sure. We've got Lil Oli and pigs from. This entry is from the Thomas J. Lipton Company. You can see your big cup of soup up there to keep you warm. And they've got mascots with them. They've got the soup alligator and the fruit snacks dinosaur and the chicken tonight Mr. Cluck. These mascots are always such a big hit with the kids. The Thomas J. Lipton Company is a supporter of this year's parade. The Nutcracker.
Actually, the Nutcracker will be performing next week at the Centennial Auditorium, and Roadside Attractions and the Northern Saskatchewan Children's Festival have teamed up to bring us this wonderful fairy tale float.
Oh, and here's Bee
Wow,
from Beatrice Foods.
that is one big cow.
And that is a cow van, too. Beecher's Foods have always been a very generous supporter of the annual Santa Claus Parade. And of course, Bee the cow is always welcome in any parade.
A little cow right here.
Little cow mascot. Oh.
Association All-Stars and the Saskatchewan Western Hockey League All-Stars. It's going to be a lot of fun. We invite you out to it. Ceremony starts at 7 o'clock Monday night. All the proceeds go to the 4 inner-city
Coming up on your screen now, you can see this is a 19...
Give an extra special wave to a couple of the NHL players on the back of engine number 14, Tim Chevelday of the Winnipeg Jets and Brian Skrulin from the Florida.
There we go. We're actually looking at the Princess Alexandra School float.
And they've teamed up with the fire department to bring in their float.
And now this is a 1949 Mack-built fire truck representing the Saskatoon Fire Department. By the way, the artwork and the murals you saw on the Princess Alexandra float was made by students depicting the family and focusing on the community.
And here we have the Canada Post employees. You see here, they're all representative of many different nationalities.
Oh, Sparky the fire
dog making a last-minute appearance. You see the packages on the Canada Post float. I see Papa Sixto in the Philippines.
As a reminder to write your letters to Santa Claus.
There's another one addressed to niece Christine in Santiago, Chile.
Rosie, you can plug the Shaw address for Santa if you want to.
Actually, as a reminder, if you're into writing to Santa Claus, Shaw Cable will be having their annual phone-in show with Santa Claus. This year the program will be on December the 6th, and it's from 7 till 9 p.m. You can call in and talk to Santa, or you can write a letter to Santa Claus, care of Shaw Cable, and we'll give you the address at the end of the, or actually here's the address now. You can write a letter to Santa Claus at this address, and on December 6th from 7 to 9, one of Santa's helpers will answer your letter on the air.
On the screen right now, you can see one of the big Newfie dogs, the Newfoundland Dog Club.
Wonderful.
They've participated in the Santa Claus Parade for 4 years now. I guess this would be their 5th annual. They're always such a favorite with the kids and the adults too.
They are great dogs, aren't they? Look at them. Oh, they're huge.
Gentle giants, they call them. They're just beautiful.
Oh, I'd love a hug from one of them right now. And this float won honorable mention.
The young man is carrying a sign saying, "A pet is for life, not just for Christmas."
That's right. Honorable mention in the novelty category for the Newfoundland Dog Club. I can't imagine my dog walking around with those reindeer antlers on. That's great.
We have the Coke inflatable coming up next.
Are they actually inflating it as we go?
Actually, there's a little bit of an interesting story with some of these inflatables. They had to lead them down until they got past the wires that hang down. There was, I forget which street it was, but they had to lower them to get by there.
So we're seeing a float go up live.
There we go.
Now the parade route starts just about where we are. We're on 3rd Avenue, just north of 19th. Where does it go after it leaves us?
Proceeds here right north on 3rd Avenue to 22nd Street, and then it will turn west on there and go right down to 1st Avenue, and then it turns and it stops right in front of Midtown Plaza. There you see these Newfie dogs getting hugged from the kids along the route.
We've actually got some of the best seats in the house for this parade, but if you're not able to make it down here, just sit back and watch it in your home. And if you'd like to see it again, the parade is going to be rebroadcast, and one of the dates for rebroadcast is November 22nd, and I think it'll be at 7.
And here's the Coke inflatable. It certainly didn't take them long to get it up, did it?
No.
The German pre-kindergarten school on the screen again. They are representing an original German fairy tale by the Grimm brothers, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The float was built by the children and their parents from the Saskatoon German pre-kindergarten school. And this next group is from Brenda's School of Baton and Dance under the direction of Brenda Bennett. And the girls are known as the Optimist Twirling Connection. They'll be competing at the Canadian Baton Twirling Championships in Saskatoon this summer.
Sounds like we're getting a lot of great activities, events coming to Saskatoon again.
That's right, it's going to be a busy place.
Doesn't stop.
Here we have the German pre-kindergarten back on the screen again.
More baton twirlers. Boy, and they've got their Christmas colors on, don't they?
Oh, do they ever. And more catchy music.
Actually, Brenda's Baton, I think, is a winner in the novelty category. That's right, the Optimist Twirling Connection, Brenda's Baton. Popular song by Jose Feliciano. I don't know if that's him doing that, though. Nope. I don't think so. Sediments there, though. There we have some of the young twirlers. Robin, how long has it taken to organize this year's parade?
Well, as I mentioned before, we started meeting back in the spring. Right after this parade, there's an initial meeting just to go over some of the things, the recommendations for next year, and then we take a little break and start meeting again early in the spring, right up to the date of the parade.
And is it open to anyone to take part in the parade?
Oh, certainly, yes.
like to see this parade again, if you're at home right now and you want to see it all over, it'll be rebroadcast on Shaw Cable 10 on November 22nd at 7 p.m. See right up ahead there, right at the front of your screen, the Rutgers
Family Fun Center.
Fun Center.
This is their first year in the parade.
Got some giveaways for the kids.
They have accompanying them, you can't see him now, young man on rollerblades. It's a great way to do the route of the parade.
And these are the Just Say No clubs of Saskatoon. They're represented in full force once again this year. These clubs are sponsored by the Optimist Club of Saskatoon, and their main purpose is to urge children to say no to drug use. I think we saw the mascot earlier, their chicken, Mr. Resistor.
And the Sun 102 van, you see on your screen, is manned by Morning Man Heath Mulligan and Program Director Guy Ethier.
Looks like a lot of the kids have made their own banners, just say no to drugs and alcohol.
They always come out in full force for this parade. They're surrounding us. The staff from Sears Canada have volunteered their time again this year to enter the parade. You can see they have many Disney characters.
There's Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, and you should be able to see Tigger and Eeyore. They'll be making special visits to the children's wards and hospitals. Well, if you haven't caught the beat yet, here comes a country Christmas with the Saskatoon Long Branch Dancers. Their message is a country and western dancing is a fun, safe activity that the whole family can enjoy.
I want to see some line dancing along the route. Actually, why don't we go over some of the winners in the parade, and we'll just mention them again as they come up on the screen. But the overall winner today is École Henry Kelsey School. In the commercial category, the winner is Auntie Lorna's Pooh Bear Care. An honorable mention in that category goes to Canada Post. In the associations, we already saw Princess Alexandra School, the winner. And honorable mention in associations category goes to the Saskatchewan Child Care Association. In the novelty category, we saw the Optimist Twirling Connection, the winners, and the honorable mention went to the Newfoundland Dog Club.
On the screen right now, you can see the Kinsman Express, which operates at the forestry farm during the spring and summer. This past summer was its first year of operation, and there were literally thousands of visitors, including many seniors and handicapped people who were able to enjoy all the facilities at the forestry farm because of it.
Have you ridden the Kinsman Express yet?
I haven't.
Neither have I. I'm really looking forward to it next year.
And that's Farley the Fox that you see. He's the mascot representing the Saskatoon Regional Zoological Society. You'll find him at many special family events at the Forestry Farm Park and Zoo.
And families are always welcome at the Forestry Farm.
Express, of course, was donated by the Kinsman Clubs of Saskatoon. And there's Farley giving us a wave.
Blow a kiss back.
Now this beautiful design here is called the Dreamcatchers Float, and it shows us Aboriginal families and friends powwow dancing, drumming, singing, telling stories, and sharing food together. Their mission is to pass on cultural traditions and encourage pride in the younger generations while preserving the styles and techniques of their ancestors.
Jason back a bit. He's really missing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, on the screen now you see this is a giant can of hairspray, and it's representing Sebastian International Salons and locally Chelsea's Hair Design. This was flown in from Los Angeles, California, and the float itself was decorated by Chelsea staff and family members. And this is another one that has to be lowered on occasion to get under some low-hanging wires. Looks like they've got the knack.
They're also promoting the Saskatoon Food Bank, and they're accepting donations in their salon for the food bank.
Overall parade winner.
Wow, look at that.
This is the overall parade winner. It's the Ecole Henry Kelsey French Immersion School. This was built by some 300 students, staff, and parents to bring you their interpretation of One World, One Family. The storybook theme is their own creation, and it's featuring a 3D globe, bonhomme, and a multicultural content. It's beautiful. It's huge.
Wow.
One World, One Family. That certainly represents this year's parade theme, the International Year of the Family.
And everyone's worked really hard to stay within that theme. It's very apparent. A bilingual version of Jingle Bells. Must be all the students from the school out here today.
Right, I understand that it was just a real cooperative effort with the students, the staff, and the parents.
And it looks like they borrowed an idea from the Olympics. Everyone's dressed in white.
I think that is to represent bonhomme, the traditional snowman that you see at the carnival.
looking at this, let's go through the other winners in the parade. In the horse team category, the winner is the Western Development Museum wagon. An honorable mention goes to the Buckbrush Riding Club. Now, we haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure they'll be coming up in just a couple of minutes. In the ethnic category, we saw the Ukrainian preschool Sadachuk. They were the winners. An honorable mention went to the Saskatoon German pre-kindergarten school. And the antique category, the winner was the Dragon's Rod and Custom.
Well, Rosine, here come the chipmunks, and unfortunately, Alvin is having a little lie down right now. They had to get him under the wires. A family favorite for many years, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore will be appearing at Sask Place on December 1st for Chipmunks Christmas. And rumor has it that Santa may be appearing with them. I think as the parade goes along, Alvin will eventually get up.
Wake up, Alvin.
Yeah.
This is an exciting day. A lot of kids getting candy canes today.
Sound a lot like his father.
The kids are cheering, come on, Alvin.
Maybe if we all say, come on, Alvin, all together. Come on, Alvin. Get up, wake up. He's trying.
This is just an absolutely huge truck that is pulling the flatbed with Alvin on it, but it looks kind of dwarfed with Alvin there.
Come on, Alvin. Get up, buddy.
They're having a little bit of trouble getting that generator going. Pull a little harder.
Oh.
There it goes. There goes the generator.
Well, believe it or not, that was Alvin.
Guys need more gas.
And the family video mascot is also riding along with Alvin.
The Taylor Street Community Church float just
Past us.
past us. It depicts the Nativity family. Here we are. A pioneer family and a present-day family with the theme Family Through the Ages. This group won Best Community Float in the 1992 Santa Claus Parade.
This is Sask Energy's float. Their theme is environment and safety. They're accompanied along the route by Gus, the Gasosaurus, the friendly dinosaur who reminds us that natural gas is a fossil fuel and should be used wisely. Here we see the CJWW van on your screen.
Dino.
The new lineup of shows on Shaw Cable 10 begins January 3rd. Watch for a lineup coming up sometime in the next couple of weeks. A whole slew of new programs will be starting in the new year. And one of the things that a lot of people have shown a lot of interest in at Shaw Cable is Project Discovery. Now, this was created by Shaw Cable, and it's shown on all Shaw Cable community channels across Canada. Project Discovery offers serious musical groups and performers an opportunity to appear in this award-winning showcase of musical talent. There's been a great reaction to Project Discovery in the past couple of years, and once again they're taking entries from bands who would like to perform on this program. The entry deadline is February 27th, 1995, and your entries must be submitted to Shaw Cable. The band or artist must be Saskatchewan-based, and they're looking for original music only. So if you want more information on how to get your band on Shaw Cable, you can contact Shaw Cable 10.
Sounds like another fun event coming up in Saskatoon.
Will be.
Now, I think on the screen now you see this is another category winner, I believe. And it's another Winnie the Pooh Christmas, represented by parents and children from Auntie Lorna's Pooh Bear Care, a home daycare. And all the gifts on the float were donated by the children and will be given to the Crisis Nursery.
This one in the commercial category.
They were accompanied by the Home Life Realty's mascot, Jerome the Gnome.
There he is, sitting at the back. Where is he? There he is. There's Jerome.
Jerome.
And there's MP Morris Bodner, Liberal MP for Saskatoon-Dundurn, and his family.
Oh, this is coming up very shortly. The C95 van with Pat O'Brien and Rambling Dave, and they are accompanying Gene Bob. He is the Frog Prince from the Swan Princess. There he is, Gene Bob, the Frog Prince. I believe the Swan Princess is playing in Saskatoon now, is it not?
Yes, actually, I think it is. Saw that last night, or saw the billing for it last night.
Now we have the Partnership and the Downtown Merchants Association have teamed up to remind everyone of 3 great summer events coming up next year. The Great Northern River Roar, which will be July 21, 22, 23, where over 40 power boats will compete. And on June 24th, families can enjoy the Star Phoenix Grand Prix and catch the thrills of go-karts, reach speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. And the car on the screen is representing 65 CKOM's Cruise Night. That'll be held August 18th. Car enthusiasts can enjoy over 300 collector and vintage cars on display in downtown Saskatoon. That is a beautiful car.
And speaking of cars, the Dragons Rod and Custom Club joins the parade again this year, with the Dragons family playing together. This club hosts an annual car show every Easter weekend, with proceeds going to support many worthwhile community activities, in particular the Saskatchewan Abilities Council and Camp Easter Seals. And Dragons Rod and Custom Club won in the antique category this year. I love looking at these old cars.
They're beautiful.
And it's great that they can actually bring them out this year and they don't have to worry about the snow.
That's right. Because a lot of these cars, I think they pretty well put them away for the winter. Here come the judges. Now, these people probably have one of the most difficult jobs in putting together the parade. They have to choose winners from all these wonderful entries. And this year's judges are Charles Olfert, Tibor Fair-Bagazi, and Sandy Bergen.
The Saskatoon Engineering Student Society are accompanying the tank that sits in front of Place Riel Campus Center to kick off the Fill the Tank for the Food Bank campaign. Official kickoff for this annual drive is November 21st. The Saskatoon Food Bank is also one of the recipients of proceeds from this year's Santa Claus Parade, as we mentioned before, along with Camp Circle of Friends and the Northern Saskatchewan Children's Festival. A lot of worthwhile charities benefiting from the parade.
And you see the era of 1910 Boomtown is certainly represented in these entries from the Western Development Museum. The sleigh was restored by the Saskatchewan Pleasure Drivers at the Western Development Museum, and the restored wagon was done by volunteers.
Can you hear that? Santa Claus is coming to town.
And this
Another
is
family favorite.
exactly.
The Buckbrush Riding Club from Vanscoy. Now this group usually marks the end of the parade, but I think there's still something or someone missing. I just can't imagine who it would be.
What do you think would make the Santa Claus parade complete?
Candy Kings? No, I don't think that would do it.
Well, we've had a couple of those.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
There's got to be something else.
Got to be something really big.
Oh, that looks pretty big.
It looks really big. What is this? See it off in the distance. It's a little bit of white, a little bit of blue, and there he is. Santa Claus.
Well, that pretty well makes it official, eh? Santa Claus has come to town.
Definitely, Christmas is on its way. What a great float.
Well, that officially marks the completion of the 5th annual Santa Claus parade, and Santa Claus has arrived in Saskatoon.
Bye, guys.
That was a great parade, Robin.
It was
I
wonderful.
was really thrilled with all the wonderful floats. I can't believe that. Well, you've been watching the 5th annual Santa Claus parade from Midtown Plaza on Shaw Cable 10. You can see the parade again, as we've mentioned a couple of times, on November 22nd at 7 p.m. Well, thank you very much, Robin, for all your help. And it looks like Midtown Plaza put together another great parade. People had a great time.
Pitch the address for Santa one more time.
We're going to let you know about the call-in show that Santa Claus takes part in on Shaw Cable every year. It is on November 22nd, or I'm sorry, December 6th from 7 to 9 p.m. And if you'd like to write to Santa Claus, you can write to that address that was just on the screen, and one of his elves will answer your letters live on the air. And you can also talk to Santa Claus just by calling in that night. Remember, that's December 6th from 7 to 9. It's a very popular program, and call early because there will be a lot of kids wanting to talk to Santa. I'd like to thank our entire crew for coming out on a rather chilly but still nice Saturday morning in downtown Saskatoon for covering the Santa Claus parade for you. Thanks also to Midtown Plaza and Robin Davey for helping us put everything together and telling you about the floats. It's been a real interesting morning. I was really impressed by those floats.
You got to stretch.
I just want to mention a couple of things that you're doing at Midtown Plaza in connection with the parade. Some of the charities that are benefiting. Now, we mentioned the organizations, but can you just tell us quickly how they're going to be raising money? I understand the Children's Festival has what's called a Looney Mile.
A Looney Mile they've got set up right inside Midtown Plaza, and that'll be going all day today.
And people will just stick loonies down on tape?
That's right.
And the food bank we collected along the way, and the hot chocolate sales for Camp Circle of Friends. So a lot of people have benefited from this, as well as you, the viewers, and the people who are out here seeing the parade. So on behalf of Midtown Plaza, Shaw Cable 10, and all of our crew, thanks for joining us. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.